Hey everybody, welcome to 5 minutes follow-up. Idea came from one of our experts like Wendy over here that just had a couple more minutes that they wanted to explain something. So I shared Wendy an email and said, hey, I got this idea. I want you to explain something for us. Can you do that? But before I do, Wendy, just real quick, explain to people who you are and what you do again, real quick.
Sure. My name is Wendy Sullivan, and I own Blue Shutters Web Design. And I work with the micro businesses, the one or two people, super small businesses creating websites.
Awesome. So the question that came up for you from our viewership was, small business owners have a tendency to have their hands in everything, right? That includes their website. So if you could give us one or two things that, as a small business owner, I can go into my own website and fix really quickly that would make an impact to my business right away, what would I be looking for? How would I go in and do that? What would I be wanting to change?
The first thing that I would do is make sure that you have an SSL certificate, even if you're not booking appointments online or taking payments online. The major search engines will look at how your URL is set up. So if it's just HTTP, they're going to not rank it as high as if it is an HTTPS. And you can talk to your host, your web host, and most of them will include a basic SSL certificate with your domain purchase. And if it's an informational site and you're not booking appointments, not taking payments, it's really easy to set up. And like I said, most of them will include it in the purchase price of the domain. Go with that. That's the number one. Number two, websites, like everything, need maintenance. So if you had a website designed by another company, or you had a WordPress site and you used a previous version, just take a look at your site on your phone or on a tablet and make sure that the text looks good. Make sure that you don't get the scroll bars on the phone. If you do, you need to make sure that you update to a current version of WordPress or Weebly if you're using a content management system to take care of that, so it's a responsive design. If you had it designed and you just have a bunch of HTML pages and CSS, you just need that CSS and HTML updated. That you probably will want to talk to a web developer to do. You may not want to take that on yourself. If you contact your original person, if they're not in business, give me a call. I'll take a look at what you have and we can walk through what the options are.
Awesome. And that's a great plug for yourself. I'm glad you said that, because I know a lot of people, even if they're not going to hire somebody for a big project, sometimes just having a consultant that they can call on a whim is worth having them on kind of on the back burner. So we do have about another minute and a half or so, Wendy. So I'm going to ask you one follow-up question to what you're saying, because you said earlier that the SSL makes a difference, but I don't think that we emphasized enough how much of a difference it makes on the SEO part. So can you just explain, and then we only have about a minute, but can you just explain why that ranking matters with the SEO?
Sure, and I'm only going to touch on it briefly because I'm not an SEO expert.
Understood.
But getting the certificate is an indicator to the search engines that you are a legitimate company and you're not a spam company and a malware company.
Got it. That's great. Actually, that's perfect. It's basically a back-end explanation to the search engines that you are not looking to hack people, do anything wrong. Like you have actually a security protocol in place.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, Wendy, thank you so much. I'm really grateful that you came back on with this 5-minute follow-up, and it was definitely worth my time. Hopefully everybody got a kick out of it, and very, very tactical information that you can go away with. So thank you very much, Wendy, for your help.
You're welcome. Thanks.